guys, it's SodaPie4 here, and I am with Annie from AniCat Gaming. Say hi, Annie.
Hello. Hello.
We're just going to be talking about a D&D campaign that she started, that she has a group of her friends practicing with her, and I am part of it, so we're just going to be chatting about it in this video, so let's start. Also, guys, in this video, like in the background of my face cam and everything, there's just going to be extra game footage and like random pictures or stuff that I can find on my computer, just so that you guys are not too bored. So that's all I wanted to say.
Basically, where to begin?
Yeah, really. Oh, there's so much. Also, I'm still eating my pickle.
You're still eating your pickle?
I have the butt end of it left.
We were just at dinner, and Soda got a pickle, and she's still eating it from dinner.
Yeah. It's very good, though, so.
Yeah, it's good. Pickles are good. Pickles are awesome.
So if you hear crunching, that's what it is.
Pickles are love, pickles are life. But yes. Case in point.
Case in point.
We're like almost halfway through the first quest.
Yeah.
And these are like all the notes, like front to back, that I've been taking about this campaign, about like world building and quest building and things for characters and things you get at different levels. And we were just talking today about like how the solar system works and like the weather and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we came up with something really cool. Where now I don't know how I'm going to be recording this or streaming it or whatever.
We will find a way.
Yeah, we'll find it. We'll figure something out. But basically the premise of the campaign, and this is inspired by a couple different sources, where the players are monster hunters in a land by the sea, basically. And if you think of Earth, how Earth is mostly water, and then it's like us. For this, that's the other way around. So everything is like Earth in a world called the sea, and then like there's only a small portion that is actually water. And then it's highly segmented into order and chaos and things like that. And one of the ways that order is represented is through this monster hunting regime that is also the government of a certain city. So yeah, that's about it. Soda plays. Would you like to describe your character? Soda?
Yeah, I'll tell everyone what my character is. I have the PDF of my character up here. So my character's name is Kalisar Arathis. He's a dragonborn race, and his background is folk hero, and he's a warlock. His alignment is lawful evil. And basically he is like this elder dragon character who is thirsty and hungry for knowledge, and his quest through the entire campaign is basically to go on this journey to find more knowledge and to be like his father, whose name is Marvarax, and he's part of the huntsmen in Sinbar, where the city is, or where the campaign is first set in, and he wants to be like his father, but his mother doesn't really approve, so he wants to prove her wrong in a sort of way, but he's kind of clumsy in fighting, and it's kind of like his duty.
It's pretty comical.
It's pretty comical. He
has mommy issues.
He seriously does have mommy issues. I'm putting that as a character, like as a character flaw in the campaign. He has mommy issues.
Literally, one of his lines in battle, as he slew the last enemy in the horde battle of giant crabs that I gave you guys, was "My mother will love me."
Yeah, I literally, like, it was my turn, and there was one crab left, and I know I had the final blow, so I just took everything I had, and I just was like, "For mama!" And I just, like, slashed the crab in half, and it was amazing.
It was an Eldritch Blast, actually.
Oh, yeah, it was the Eldritch Blast.
My mother will love me!
Yeah.
And sent the crowd flying. It was funny as fuck.
The Eldritch Blast is one of my cantrips, and I love it a lot, so...
this was right after Bartleby Beetle, the party's bard.
Is that really his last name, Beetle?
Yes,
Bartleby
that's the
Beetle?
last name.
That
That's
is...
their last
That's
name.
a tongue twister.
I know, right?
That's a mouthful to say.
I feel like Bartleby Beetle is like from something, but I don't know what exactly.
I feel like he can be like a very comical character in the Harry Potter series.
Yeah.
Like that
Hold on.
repetitive, notion of the B sound. Like, cause you have like Pita Pettigrew or whatever, and
Hmm.
like stuff like that.
But yeah, this is right after Bartleby Beetle, the group's bard, and the bard in Bartleby is spelt like bard, the class,
Yeah.
um, rolled a 22 to flirt with your mother.
Yeah. I wish I was making that up. Or I wish we were making this up, but we are
Yeah,
not.
we're not, no.
We are
Because
really...
your first reaction was like, are we really doing this?
Yeah, like, are we
And
really
I was,
doing this? Are we
I was
really
expecting,
rolling to do this?
yeah, I was expecting him to roll like a 13, but he rolled like a 22, and I was like,
Yeah.
what the
Like,
fuck am I supposed to do here?
why?
Yeah. So how I played it out, how it played out was like she wasn't like into him in that way, but she was amused because Bartleby takes the form of a 12-year-old child, even
Mm-hmm.
though it turns out they're not really 12 or human.
Yeah.
This point.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, Elisar's got some mommy issues,
Pelisar has mommy issues.
and it's fucking funny considering you're
And
like a 6 foot tall dragonborn.
mommy issues and a father complex.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, is my character.
Mommy issues in a not an Oedipal complex. I'm hoping.
You mean Oedipus?
Yeah,
No. Doesn't have
because you
Oedipus
said you
complex.
you said you said a father complex, and that's the first thing that came to mind. But anyway, it's just really funny how like your character's lawful evil, but he's been nothing but nice.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that I've said it as lawful evil, and I think it's mainly because I want to be nice, and it's like, no, I
Yeah,
can't do that. That is not my character.
yeah,
But
but
I
then
mean, I
like
haven't really like met anybody that I could be lawful evil to, because
yeah,
everyone so far has either been a dragonborn, or has been part of the party, or is a higher standard of me, and like as my character sheet says, like I am, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like,
you're respectful to
I'm
those above.
respectful of those that are on my level or above me, and I haven't really met anyone who has been below me. The soldiers that we met at the, like, where the crabs were might be below me, unless I knew if they were of higher status.
Yeah, and a character sheet isn't a character. A character is like the basics of a character, but your character is
Yeah.
what you make them. And all
Yeah.
lawful evil is basically like you are out for yourself, but
Mm-hmm.
you do it in a way that's through society. So there's also the saying like lawful good doesn't always mean lawful nice.
Yeah.
So lawful evil doesn't mean you're a bad person, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You could be a nice person, but you could just secretly be a dick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like you never really know someone until you live with them, and I feel like
Yeah.
that's what it's going to be like for your party.
Yeah, definitely.
Why don't you explain like the rest of the party
Okay,
and
so
stuff?
we have Darius, who is a
Darius.
human, and he's basically on the same path that I am, but it's more for science than knowledge.
Yeah, he
We
swan
both...
dived into silence
Yeah,
into science.
swan dived into science, into like the trap door that led to the lab. Is like science, and just swan dived into it.
It was so fucking
It was
funny.
so graceful, and I love it.
Darius is a ranger, by the way.
Oh, a ranger. Okay, I
Yeah.
didn't know if he said that or not, or if I just didn't catch it.
His first line was ready to ranger.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just like a saying for.
Oh, no. Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
Whatever. But we have Darius. We have Hatterai, who
Hatterai.
I don't remember too much about him.
Hatterai was the team's paladin.
Oh, right, he was the paladin that
He's
got
the
his
one that's
dick
got
cut
his dick
off.
sliced by the crab.
There was a point in battle where a crab lunged at his, to use Annie's term, gonads, and just chopped them off. Just pinched them off.
Just pinch
Like
the
just snipping them like scissors cutting the ribbon at the start of a race or
Oh
whatever.
God.
That was
I mean, like the pinchers caught the ass too. I was assuming because it went like up.
yeah.
It went handsome Hatterai, may I touch your ass? And
Had some
basically
Hatterai.
the only reason why it did that is because it rolled a crit.
Yeah.
So
Ass damage.
yeah, basically.
Basically.
So what Hatterai did in response was take 2 of his javelins and just like fucking kill 3 of them outright. Just what was it? Shish kebabbed the fuck out of them.
Yeah.
And so Hatterai is the team paladin. He's a half elf, and his thing is he was already part of the guild, the Killer's Keep, but he was more on on the military side, and he decided to switch over because he felt the calling to be a paladin.
Right, I'm remembering it now.
Yeah. So
Okay.
there was Darius, the scientist ranger, who is kind of doesn't understand how people work. Because he, right in front of, like, an old woman, was like, I want to kill my enemies and dissect them for science.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I'm on a quest for knowledge and just to know everything about the world. And he's like, I want to kill bitches.
Yeah, and when you were like, I'm a worshiper of Iron too, he's like, oh, you feel a thirst for knowledge never ending? And you were like, yeah, sure.
Okay. Walks away.
And then
Bartleby is
the bard,
the third character.
who not even 5 minutes into the session wanted to solicit someone for sex.
Yeah. Which was... To which I screamed, not even 5 minutes into this, and we're doing this shit already.
Yeah. They tried to flirt with a girl who just lost her father.
Yeah.
So they're that kind of bard.
That was interesting. But yeah.
And good.
Yeah, but Bartleby ended up being a changeling at the end of the first session. He was she? I think it's she.
They? I think because even in their true form, they're very amorphous. But I usually refer to Bartleby as he.
Okay. I'll refer to it as they. Because when they started out, they were originally a 12-year-old boy, which was creepy when they tried to also flirt with my mother.
Yes, exactly. Which is why your mom was like, even though they got a 22, she was amused by it rather than like.
Yeah.
Swooning.
Which I can understand where like the action was coming from, because it's a 12-year-old boy. You're not gonna like yell or like do anything. You're gonna be like, oh, that's cute, that's adorable, but like nothing else. But
yeah, exactly.
Kalasar was still like, Mom, why the fuck?
Mom, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Why aren't you amused when I do that?
Same. Yes. You weren't amused when I did that to you. It's because I'm not amused now. Get out.
No, son, it's because you disappoint me.
Yes.
I made the joke to Soda recently. I found Kelisar's theme song, and it's Kevin MacLeod's Disappointment.
Yay.
Your character's background is like your family kind of migrated over.
Yeah, my great-grandparents ended up moving to Sinbar just to try and like make a living and whatnot, and I ended up just being raised there. And because there's not a lot of Dragonborns in Sinbar, so like people look up to me and they like respect me because they know I can kill shit if they're not nice to me. So I'm fairly well respected in Sinbar.
Yeah. And your family used to be like a family of like carpenters and stuff.
Yeah.
But now your
mom's in the clergy and my father is a huntsman and everything else.
Exactly. Bartleby revealed at the end of the session that they thought that the shape changer that was killing people, which is part of their first quest, in order to initiate into the Killer's Keep, they had to solve the mystery of who was killing these members of the military, and there were rumors that it was a shapeshifter. And Bartleby said when they were knocked out and turned into their real form, that they thought that the killer was their father, and they were looking for their father. Whether or not the team believes them, is up to
It's
we'll
up to
have to
everyone
see.
else.
Yeah,
Right now I trust him though. I trust
yeah,
them though. Yeah, like I believe their story.
yeah,
Yeah. Right now I believe their story. So I believe that they
yeah.
are not the murderer of the killings that have been happening and everything.
You've seen. I'm not sure why Kelisar would believe when like they just saw them change into like a completely different person
Yeah.
or anything. But they you did pass the insight check. So,
Yeah. There's Minerva, who I.
Minerva.
The only thing that I actually remember from Minerva is that she's not from Sinbar. That's the
Right.
only thing I remember because I remember like at one point wanting to ask her about like where she came from and whatnot,
Yeah.
and I never got to.
Minerva and Iris,
Oh yeah, there's
the other
Iris. We
yeah,
we
the
will
other
we will get to Iris later because
yeah.
oh my god, Iris.
Minerva and Iris are not from Sinbar. They are from the neighboring city of Elvendia, the elven capital,
Mm,
which is a name that I borrowed from something else. Um,
cool.
Minerva and Iris are both rogues, but
Mm-hmm.
Minerva is the group's assassin. She is a high elven rogue, so she does have one spell to her name that she actually used in combat the other day. And she actually killed like 3 of the 10 crabs that I
Yeah.
sent at you guys. Because the last two,
She's
for
a
whatever
beast.
fucking. Exactly. The last two, for whatever fucking reason, you guys were having the most terrible time with.
Yeah, like I don't even know what was happening. We were just getting bad rolls and just everything.
Yeah, because the AC of a giant crab is 15, and they have very low health, but it's just for a level 2 party, the 15 can be really, like, really troublesome to hit, and I guess for the last two it really was. To
Yeah,
the point where
really.
it was almost comical because you
Mm-hmm.
guys were standing, 4 of you, right
My
there around.
freaking mace did
Yeah,
not
exactly.
work.
Your mace couldn't pierce the shell. It was like the equivalent of a squeaky toy against the
Yeah,
fucking shell.
like really.
That's basically Minerva. She's kind of like she seems like the voice of reason in the party so far.
Yeah, the
Um
voice of tired reason because it was late at
yeah.
night and her, the person that played her wanted to go to bed.
Yeah. Her player actually left early. So we didn't get too much farther after that because it was very late at night.
Yes,
But
that's basically Minerva.
yeah,
Um,
Minerva seems like the voice of reason, is a rogue, rather skilled with magic and the sword.
mm-hmm.
And she also introduced herself as a sassy bitch.
Yes, she introduced herself, and so Kalasar said back to her that she sounded like a very elegant person, and then she said, "I'm a sassy bitch," which was amazing, to be honest.
And then Iris arrived to the party late.
Yes.
Iris
She just came
was
in.
actually
She just came in screaming guts and glory, just like I will kill these fuckers and just kill like
basically, yeah. She came in
basically
the
that.
middle.
She came
She
in
came
in
good
during the battle with the
during the battle
crabs.
with the crabs.
With the
Yeah,
10 crabs that took like an hour.
yeah.
That was a long time.
She came in when like 4 were left.
Yeah.
Her player had a bit had something else to do that day,
Mm-hmm.
and so they came in. So Holden actually, who you've met, has came in a bit late, and Iris, the character that he plays, is interesting. Um, she's kind of like Bartleby in a way, except not. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Kind of.
Very flirtatious when it comes to women. Very self-confident, very secretive. She was actually a sassier bitch than Minerva.
Yeah, really.
When you guys first met,
Mm-hmm.
because her first line to Phelan, the NPC that is traveling with you.
Who is
Uh,
a... What is she again?
she's a nymph.
Nymph. Okay. She's a nymph.
Yeah, she was the adopted daughter of the man whose death you are trying to solve.
Her
When
first...
Phelan
Yeah.
asked Iris, who she was, uh, not Minerva, Iris's response was a damsel saving a knight. And Phelan was just like, that doesn't answer my question.
Yeah.
um,
That was basically it.
yeah. And she also, like, when people missed, she would, like, slow clap for them and then miss herself. It was kind of.
um, when we were in the lab. Yeah, so the interaction that Kalistar had with Iris was just like trying to catch up on like the new people there and like trying to get to know each other and whatnot. Um, Kalistar basically was just getting information like who Iris was. And from what I remember, she came to Sinbar for occupational reasons. And I think she said she didn't say the reason she was in the Killer's Keep, but she noted the fact that her reason is very different from Kalisar's reason as to why they're in the Killer's Keep. Because Kalisar's reason is mainly to find more knowledge and also to like find glory in getting to a higher standpoint to be like his father.
And then Iris. I'm not sure how too many people feel about Iris, because remember Darius kind of, like, snapped at her a little bit because they were doing poorly in battle. And Darius was like, "You've got no right to talk. You've done nothing, etc., etc." So, um, we're gonna see how that plays out.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be so interesting, especially since I feel like Hatterai is like the moral compass of the group, but
Yeah.
he's like the only good one because almost everyone else is chaotic neutral. You're lawful evil. I think Darius is like, I don't remember what Darius is, but I know Minerva and Iris are chaotic neutral.
Mm.
And Hatterai is neutral good. Bartleby is chaotic good. So yeah, um, it's gonna be really interesting.
Yeah.
Um, where we left off in the campaign was when the players were down in this lab because they had to analyze the contents of the deceased stomach in order to tell what a certain poison is, because poison is illegal in Sinbar, and the person in question died through a potentially ingested poison.
Yes.
You were looking around in the lab home area of the statistician that died,
Yeah,
and
there were
Bartleby,
two areas. There was a lab, and then there was some sort of dining room on the other side.
yeah, and one was very clean, one was definitely not, and then
Yeah.
yeah, Bartleby
We'll leave it
opened,
up to you guys to figure out which one was which.
yeah, yeah, Bartleby opened a drawer, and the drawer was trapped with two different traps. One was a poison, and the other was a magic missile spell. And now everyone's at level 2, and they just got out of a battle. So you can imagine how well that went for them.
Yes.
So Bartleby fell unconscious,
Mm-hmm.
and as changelings do, they go from their chosen form to their regular form, and people freaked out. Actually, well, more Phelan freaked out because of the
Yeah.
whole shape changer thing. The group eventually decided to tie Bartleby up and interrogate them. So that's what they did. And as soon as Bartleby wakes up, Darius just. Well, this is while Kelisar is like right in his face, like slapping him awake, by the way.
Yeah.
Darius just gets on his knees with his notebook in his hand, like, "What are you?" Because
Yep.
that's the question you want to hear when you first come to consciousness.
Not like,
Um,
are you okay and whatnot.
yeah, just like, "What are you? You're so cool." And Phelan's just standing there like, "What the fuck, man? You could have just killed my father."
Yeah, really.
Yeah, some other funny moments from that night included Darius's player shouting, "Kill it with anal flame,"
Mm.
as well as Kelly's "For Mama."
Kelly's for mama.
Yeah.
That is the name of this video.
Yeah.
Kelly's for mama.
For Mama. Fucking Hatterized dick crit.
Yeah. Yes. That was like one of the funniest moments ever.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Heads down. And plus the 22 against your mom.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for
I know.
Thursday.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited.
Like, I had a D&D group in high school, and we tried to get stuff done, and didn't really turn out too well because we would always goof around and like not take it seriously, and it's like, why the heck didn't we do that? This is awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
I'm glad I'm glad that you guys are enjoying it and taking it seriously because this
Mm.
is like my first campaign.
You're doing a really good job so far.
Oh, thank you. Um, I know there was an issue with like telling where things are on the battlefield, etc. Because I lost track. Because there were so many monsters.
Yeah.
Having a horde battle as your first battle probably wasn't a good idea, especially
No.
without like visual aid.
Visual wise and like time wise and
Time-wise,
everything.
yeah.
Yeah, because that went on for a freaking hour.
That went on for an hour.
That went on
That went
forever.
on as long as my battle against a dragon did with Zach's campaign.
Yes.
The only problem is I struggled less. The players struggled less than you guys seemed to with the fucking crabs.
Yes.
Because I remember you guys got like 20 pounds of crab meat after that.
Yeah.
Which is pretty impressive.
Yeah, that was awesome.
You guys are gonna have to figure out what to do with that soon.
Yeah, because
rotting crab meat probably isn't gonna smell good.
doesn't sound like the best idea.
Yeah. Because I know the next battle will probably go fine. There's 3 more battles after that one.
Okay.
The next one will probably go fine. The one after that, I'm really excited to do with you guys. Because it's a creature that I converted over from 3.5.
Oh, interesting.
And then the battle after
is the
that,
creature usually not in 5e?
it's not as far as I can see.
Interesting.
But there's probably quite a few creatures that I'm gonna have to do that with because nymphs actually aren't in 5e either. But since Phelan, the nymph nature cleric, is not a player character or necessarily an enemy, that doesn't really matter since I built her to be like a low-level cleric. I have an idea for like something later with her later on, after this point, but assuming you survive the final battle in this, because I have no idea how you're gonna get through this.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know either, and I don't even know what I'm not maybe gonna get through.
Yeah. Hold on to your scales, Warlock. It's
I nearly choked on my cookie.
good.
Annie, you almost made me choke on my freaking lifesaver. Good.
Good.
Anyone knows where that reference is from? Awesome.
You get a cookie. You get a
You
choke
get
on
a
cookie. But yeah, I'm really excited for this quest and quest number 2. The quest number 2 isn't as fleshed out right now. I'm still like in the middle of making it, and what
Yeah.
sort of things I want you to fight and stuff.
Yeah.
Um, I actually forgot in the beginning of the campaign to um, explain like the more about the lore
Mhm.
and about the gods and everything, but I can do that at the start of the next quest, which is probably what I'll do, assuming everything goes well.
Yeah.
I have the stats of all the creatures that I'm gonna need, but I'm kind of just winging it with this last one, which may not be the best solution. But you know what? It's okay.
It's okay.
So what we created, what Soda and I ended up creating for the campaign is how the different moon phases work and the different seasons, because
Mhm.
there's six different months in this world, and there's still four seasons. But what we ended up doing because of the two creation gods in the world, one more of destruction, the other of order, we ended up having two different moons and therefore either four different tide, um, what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't
Um,
know.
like two
Like,
different high tides, two different low tides, or a more extreme version of each. And on top of the four regular seasons, six, what we've so far called like world effects, where every month and a half, so following the four seasons, there is a chance of six things happening, where whether it's like a season of silence or a period of storm or drought, um, or my favorite, where is it?
papers
There was a
rustling.
period. So yeah, there's a period of wild magic and a period where all the planes start to thin. So
Mm.
creatures from other worlds come in more often than they already do.
There's also a world season of just what we call like an empty season where it
Yeah,
just nothing happens, nothing changes.
yeah, which is what you guys are in right now.
Yes.
And the seasons, the effects change like every month and a half, so four times a year because
Mhm.
there's 360 days in this year. Um, and you guys are coming up on another change at the end of this month. You're in the month of Brook right now,
Okay.
which corresponds to May and June in this world.
Okay. So we're kind of like on the cusp of like spring to summer.
Yeah.
Except
You
the
guys.
seasons do not match up probably. Or
Um,
do they?
no, the seasons do.
Okay.
May June is like spring into summer.
Mhm.
But you're more in the summer portion now.
Okay.
Um, and what ends up happening, you guys are gonna have to see when the month changes into the month of what is it? Karan. Because
Okay.
it goes Min is spring, the new year. So it goes Min, Brok, Karan, Ven, Threm, and Kenash.
Okay, interesting.
And these names are named after the six founders of Sinbar in the Sinbarian calendar. Other civilizations have like different calendars and stuff, but it's basically the same thing.
All right.
Um, and specifically for characters like Kalasar and Darius, followers of Ayin, the beholder god of knowledge, strategy, etc., who both warlocks and clerics follow. Um, there is a monthly holy day called the Day of Preparation, or otherwise known as Vokra, where they can't speak or cast spells. It's a
Interesting.
day.
Oh
It's a
yeah.
day. Yeah, it's
Mhm.
like a day of silence and preparation. Um, so it's going to be interesting if that runs in with your questing schedule, especially if it's also on the day of Notham or Noth's Rest, And Noth is the god of the journey and healing and redemption and civilization who Hadorai follows. And on that day, you're not supposed to kill anything out of like respect for the fact that we're all on the same journey. Redemption is possible to everyone. So if Vokra and the Day of Noth's Rest fall on the same day, that's 2 out of the 6 party members who are completely fucked over. Like, say you have to go kill a dragon. It's like, no, I can't do that.
It's like, I'ma see you later.
Yeah, I'ma see you later, sorry.
Yeah.
Even in self-defense, you can't kill an enemy. That's
really
not
even if they're in like self-defense.
No, you'd have to knock them out and run, pretty much.
Interesting.
And for you, you could kill somebody. It's like, say, it could be even more interesting, say, if like on Notham, on the Festival of Notham, you killed somebody, and Hadorai was there to witness it. What are you going to do then? Does he respect the fact that you serve a different god? Does he try and stop you? That sort of thing.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so that's an interesting way to create conflict within a party, which is kind of what I was aiming to do.
Well, you're gonna do a damn good job of it.
So, yeah.
There's already conflict between me and Mama.
Yeah.
Mama not gonna love me no more.
Yeah, like Darius, who works with your mother, didn't even know she had a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, nope, I'm gonna work with you now.
Yeah, and considering her first reaction because she knew people were coming, her first reaction to seeing you walk in the door with the party was like, oh, you have this? She's pretty hard to please. But like I told you before, she also is afraid of losing all of the progress that the Arathis family has made.
It's complicated between the two.
It's complicated. Like, she is not necessarily a bad person. She's just very abrasive. And she's a tsundere mama.
She's a tsundere mama.
Yeah.
That's one way to look at it.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Tsundere mom.
Tsundere mom. Oh my god.
We haven't met your father yet.
No.
Or known much about the parents of anyone other than you in the party.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting going forward.
It will be.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Myself, Annie, and Sodahime, aka Kelasar, also known as Colosser, who can cast Tashaz Hidea's Laufer.
Oh my god. Okay, no, backtrack. We need to talk about that for a second here. I don't even know how this came about, but like, no, it came about because you said, like, Kelly is short for Kelasar.
Yeah.
And so we were joking around, and he would just be this character that was so serious and so full of wisdom, and everyone would look up to him, and then he would just have a fucking speech impediment.
Yeah.
And just everything, like, every once in a while, he would just say something, and it would not come out right. So there is, exactly. What is it, like a spell? I think it's a spell. There's a spell called, I don't even remember. Tasha's Hideous Laughter. And
which you have right now.
I do have that spell, and we were going to just, at some points, he was just going to say Tasha's Hideous Laughter because of his speech impediment.
That's where the name Colosser comes from as well.
Colosser, aka Kelly, aka Mama's Boy.
Mama's Boy.
Or not really Mama's Boy, like Father's Boy or something, I don't know. That sounds even worse.
You call him Mama's Boy now.
No! Please! Colosser is enough.
Colosser's enough.
Colosser's enough. Or Kelly. I don't know.
Because there's Kelly, there's Hattie, there's Barty.
There's Barty.
Minnie.
God. It's like...
It'd be Derry, and there's nothing for Iris.
It's like if Now named these characters.
Yeah, now.
Now from The World Ends With You.
For honest with you, I said earlier in the stream today, I'm so glad she's dead. Like, she seems like a nice person, but I hate how she
But good
talks.
God, please don't.
Yeah, even your
No.
name is like, what the fuck? No.
Yeah, like now,
It's
like
so hard. It's so hard to pronounce.
it's not.
No,
It's not hard to pronounce. It's just a mouthful to pronounce.
in a way, because like
Now.
in Japanese, it's like two separate
It's like
syllables.
now,
Yeah, exactly.
but I just pronounce it like the word for current, like now.
Yeah, like no,
There's
which
now, and then
is
there's soda, which is
which I think.
me.
Yeah.
I'm Sota. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Andy, for joining me on this lovely evening on 8:48 specifically.
8:46.
It's 8:48 for my clock.
Oh,
But and yeah, whatever. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video,
Susanna, what time is it?
good God, that is for another discussion. Stop messing up my outro, damn it!
Sorry.
I will fucking kill you.
Are you threatening your DM?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
No, mama.
Thanks, guys, for watching. No. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, leave a like or comment down below to let me know how it go, and I will see you all next time. Toodaloo!